Tensions have escalated exponentially, it feels like, this month with the downing of 2 Iranian-directed, Iranian-made drones. We've also had the downing of the Syrian jet. How concerned are U.S. officials here at the Pentagon that this could escalate into a bigger war and put the United States in a bigger war in Syria than just the fight against ISIS?
I think it's really important to understand that our mission in Syria is about defeating ISIS, period. We have been very clear about our intentions and our objectives there. And so we always reserve the right to defend ourselves as well as our coalition partners. And that's why it's really important for everyone, it's a complicated area, that everyone use the deconfliction mechanism that's been set up to ensure that we can de-escalate situations quickly.
Let's talk about that deconfliction hotline. Is there actually any line of communication still working between the Russians as of right now?
We are always available on that line. The line is open. So we use it. We want people to use it. It has proven very effective.
Without getting into specifics and intelligence, have they used the line or have they reciprocated any communication between the U.S.?
Well, I will say that the line is open. You only know until you call.
One of the aspects of the Islamic State fight that has been a little confusing to everyone is the situation in Qatar. Secretary Tillerson said that it was affecting operations, something that this building has said it wasn't really doing. And then after he made that statement, this building said that it's not affecting current counter-Islamic State operations, but it is affecting future planning. Help square that for me. What exactly does that mean?
No, the Secretary Tillerson was absolutely right. Long term, this is a concern. We are operating out of Qatar to process the war against ISIS. But it's firmly a diplomatic issue, and absolutely long-term, we have concerns if the blockades continue.
Such as?
Well, I'm not going to get into specifics about operations, but obviously there are supplies, there's logistics, there are officers, there are lots of things that go on in terms of how we execute the war against ISIS.
All right, let's switch to the counter-Islamic State fight in Afghanistan. Is Islamic State spreading in Afghanistan?
I would say that right now it's not getting better in Afghanistan in terms of ISIS. We have a problem, and we have to defeat, and we have to be focused on that problem.
And as the strategy for Afghanistan is shaping up, I know it's not been solidified yet, but there are people that have said we're looking at a few thousand more American troops, hundreds more international troops. Are any of those forces, do you envision, going towards the counter-Islamic State fight and the counter-terrorism fight against al-Qaeda?
The Secretary is considering all of the options. He is reviewing with his commanders what they need, what kinds of forces they need, and the number in which they need them. But I think it's very important to remember that that is within the context of a much broader strategy and also understanding what are our partners willing to do.
Is Secretary Mattis waiting to speak with his counterparts in Brussels before making a decision on Afghanistan?
Absolutely. Listen, we really do have to also talk to our partners. We have to think about what else they can bring to bear to help. So I know everyone wants to know what's going to happen, but the Secretary is being very deliberative and very thoughtful about what the commanders need and what's necessary to change the tide.